Hey everyone, John Ross here from TestPrepInsight.com, and today I'm going to be directly comparing the GRE prep courses from Manhattan Prep and Magoosh. These are two of the more popular GRE prep options that aspiring grad students often have a difficult time deciding between. Luckily for you, I've personally tested each of these courses out and really evaluated all the different study materials that both have to offer, like video lessons, practice tests, live classes, and much more. So if you keep an open mind, I think this video should be all you need to make an educated purchase decision. So if you're ready, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. So a quick outline for this video. I'm gonna start by comparing these two companies head to head by highlighting the X factors that separate each course. Because at the end of the day, I think that's going to be the most helpful for you in your decision-making process, as opposed to me giving you a long, drawn-out review of each. Then at the end, I'll circle back for a quick recap summary before delivering a final verdict of which GRE prep course I personally think is the best overall. And since I'll just be focusing on the big hit items in this video today, if you find you need more detail at any point, there's a couple easy options for you. First, I'll drop links in the description below over to each company's website so you can check out these courses for yourself. And I'll also have links down there over to our website where we have full detailed written reviews on both of these courses. Or better yet, you can always just Google Test Prep Insight, Manhattan Prep vs. Magoosh GRE. Okay, let's kick this comparison off with Magoosh. And the first X factor for them is clearly pricing. Magoosh offers some of the most affordable GRE prep courses in the entire industry. I'm talking less than $200 cheap. Honestly, I've tested over 10 GRE prep courses at this point, and I can tell you straight up that Magoosh is about the best value in the space considering what you get. With that said, Manhattan Prep does offer a pretty affordable course themselves that they call their Interact course. It's essentially their baseline, self-paced, on-demand course, which costs around $300. But if you want to upgrade to one of their more premium courses, the cost goes up considerably to around $1,500. So from a cost perspective, it's a no-brainer. Magoosh is the clear winner. If you're on a tight budget, that's definitely the way I would go. Plus, Magoosh seems to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to sales and special promotions, and in most cases, you can expect to save around 10% on their courses, so make sure to check the description below. I'll do my best to round up any discount codes or promos that might be floating around out there and update that text below the video screen so you can save some cash. Okay, so the next X factor that I want to discuss has to do with practice material. But I'm not talking about actual practice questions or simulated practice tests. I'm going to save that for the Manhattan Prep section. Instead, what I want to talk about is the practice problem explanations that Magoosh provides. So for every one of their practice problems, Magoosh provides both a written and a video explanation, which is sort of unheard of in the GRE space. Most prep companies, including Manhattan Prep, simply offer text explanations. So the fact that Magoosh takes it one step further with video is big, especially for visual learners. I mean, let's face it, studying for the GRE can be a drag. It requires a lot of discipline and reading, so whenever you can catch your breath and watch a video breaking down why you got the answer right or wrong, instead of reading 2 or 3 additional paragraphs, it's huge. It just helps to break up the monotony of studying, so ultimately I have to give Magoosh props for that. Alright, the next X factor in favor of Magoosh is all about their score guarantee. And this is an easy win for Magoosh considering that this is something that Manhattan Prep doesn't offer. So with Magoosh, they're so confident that their prep course will help improve your score, they guarantee students a 5-point score increase, or your money back. Now, there are some conditions that you have to meet to qualify for this, so you're gonna definitely want to check out that fine print. I'll go ahead and link that down below for you in the description. But still, if you do qualify, there's no arguing that their guarantee is a nice confidence booster. All right, last up here, I want to talk about some of the supplemental resources you get with the Magoosh course. And to be more specific, I mainly want to talk about their 24/7 email support. So with Magoosh, if you ever find yourself stuck on a question, or maybe you don't understand a particular concept, or you simply need some test-taking strategy advice, you can email one of Magoosh's in-house GRE experts and they'll get back to you within a day or so. And from my experience, this isn't just marketing fluff. I actually tested this and I emailed in a question around 4 p.m. and had an answer by 10 a.m. the next day. And the answer actually was pretty detailed, so I was pretty satisfied with that. It's just a nice added support feature that I thought I'd mention in case you decide to go with Magoosh. Alright, now let's switch gears here and cover the X factors that separate Manhattan Prep from Magoosh. But before I get to that, make sure you subscribe to our channel, like this video, and drop us a quick comment below. No other company does this much research and analysis to ensure you're making the right test prep choices, so any support you can show us really means a lot. Okay, so the first X factor with Manhattan Prep has to be their video lessons, which are engaging, interactive, and super effective in my opinion. So most of the time, one of Manhattan Prep's instructors, who are all top 1% GRE scores by the way, appear on screen in front of a digital whiteboard and walk you through a lesson. And as they speak, notes and graphics fill the whiteboard around them, showing you how they would break down a problem and expand on a concept. The production quality of these videos is superb, and the design makes for a very effective form of teaching. And then on top of that, you're prompted with intermittent quiz questions throughout the lesson to make sure you're paying attention and understanding the concepts. This is a nice interactive feature that keeps you engaged and paying attention, which I personally found to be one of the most important aspects of the lessons. And then occasionally the lesson will cut to a cartoon or short skit intended to provide some comic relief. This is where Manhattan Prep tries to differentiate its lessons from competitors. They try to keep everything light and playful with these breaks and bits of humor with their instructors, which I really appreciated. So bottom line, if you're a visual learner, you'd be hard-pressed to find better video lessons. Manhattan Prep is about the best in the entire GRE prep space in this regard. Alright, so the next X factor in favor of Manhattan Prep is all about their live classes. So to back up for a second, with Magoosh's Premium Plus Classes course, you get unlimited access to what Magoosh calls their drop-in classes, which are sort of like a mix between a live lecture and office hours. Now, don't get me wrong, they're super helpful, they're just not as robust or valuable as Manhattan Prep's classes in my opinion. So with Manhattan Prep, the classes are small and have a very intimate feeling. With just a handful of students in each class, they feel more like a study group than a class per se, which provides a great opportunity to pick your instructor's brain and ask questions. But it can also be a little stressful if you're shy. If you're the bashful type, just know that you will have to participate, engage with other students, and answer cold questions. That said, if you can let go of your ego and really put yourself out there, I think this type of class format makes for a great learning environment. And in terms of the actual classes themselves, they're fantastic. They move fast and cover a ton of great content. In the class I audited, the instructor was an incredible communicator and gave some really great test-taking strategies that you just don't get with the self-paced course option. So overall, if you're the type of student who needs the accountability and commitment that comes along with taking a live class, or you just don't do well with driving your own studies, I think Manhattan Prep is the way to go. Alright, so moving on. I know earlier in the video I talked about Magoosh's practice problem explanations, but when it comes to overall practice material, Manhattan Prep is the clear winner. They offer students over 100,000 practice questions. Yes, you heard that right. And 6 simulated practice tests, whereas Magoosh offers just over 1,400 practice questions and 3 simulated practice tests. So needless to say, if you're the type of student who learns best by doing, just hammering practice set after practice set and taking frequent practice tests to see how you're progressing, then there's no question that Manhattan Prep is the better option. And let's face it, there's often no better way to prepare for the GRE than taking simulated practice exams and then reviewing what you got right and what you got wrong. This is often where you make the biggest gains. So from that perspective, I have to tip my cap to Manhattan Prep. Okay, the last X factor in favor of Manhattan Prep boils down to prep books. And really, this is a no contest given that Magoosh doesn't offer any hard copy books. So with Manhattan Prep's complete course, Just Math, and GRE for MBA courses, students are provided a comprehensive set of hard copy books that track with and supplement the classroom work. You get clearly communicated strategies and techniques for attacking particular problem types, as well as tons of practice problems. The books are very well written and offer significant value in my opinion, especially for old school type of students like myself. If you're the type of person who prefers traditional textbooks where you can highlight key points, dog-ear pages, and just have that physical study tool by your side so you can study between classes, or maybe even between breaks or on the bus or at the park, then Manhattan Prep may be the way to go. Alright, so now that I've covered the key differences between these courses, let's do a quick recap for some perspective. And by the way, since you're studying for the GRE, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we give away a free prep course to one of our subscribers. If you want your chance to win, there's just 3 simple things you need to do. I'll toss those up on the screen right here, and I'll also have all the details down below in the description. It's really easy to enter. It'll take you less than 10 seconds, and hey, you never know, you could win a free Manhattan Prep or Magoosh course. Alright, so let's circle back here, first starting with Magoosh. Their 4 X factors are: 1, very affordable pricing. At less than $200, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a course that matches Magoosh's level of resources. Number 2, some awesome video explanations to accompany each practice problem. This could be a big plus for visual learners. Number 3, the fact that Magoosh offers a 5-point score increase guarantee. And lastly, 4, I like that Magoosh offers students 24/7 email support. Then switching sides over to Manhattan Prep's X factors, first is their video lessons, which in my opinion are some of the best in the GRE prep space. Second, I prefer Manhattan Prep's live classes over Magoosh's. 3, Manhattan Prep offers way more practice questions and simulated practice tests compared to Magoosh. And 4, lastly, I'm a big fan of the prep books from Manhattan Prep, which is something that Magoosh doesn't even offer. So there you have it. At the end of the day, both courses are rock solid and each has its own strengths and weaknesses. Ultimately, in my eyes, the decision here is likely going to boil down to what type of course you want and what you can afford. If you're just looking for a self-paced, on-demand course and you can't afford to drop $1,000 plus on a prep course, Magoosh is clearly the way to go. They offer some serious bang for your buck. But if money is not an issue and you're the type of student who needs a little extra boost and more of a structured course, then I think Manhattan Prep is the winner. Between their awesome interactive video modules, their small, intimate live classes, tons of practice work, and their comprehensive hard copy prep books, I just think Manhattan Prep provides the most complete and effective course from top to bottom. And that does it for this video. I hope this has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. And if you want to learn more about the GRE exam, or again, see those full detailed written reviews that I talked about at the top of the video, make sure to jump on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, where we have a ton of great content. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and we'll see you in the next one.